Hello and welcome to Brilliant POV. Are you curious about the differences between the Chinese and US governments? Prepare to be taken on a journey as we unravel the contrasting pros and cons of these two political powerhouses. From the authoritarian regime of China to the democratic ideals of the US, both nations have their own unique set of strengths and weaknesses. Join us as we delve into the emotional and thought-provoking aspects of individual liberties, economy, healthcare, and more. Get ready to be inspired, intrigued, and moved as we uncover what sets these governments apart. Pros of Chinese government. Strong centralization of power. The Chinese government operates under a one-party system, with the Communist Party of China, CPC, having a monopoly on political power. This centralized structure allows for quick decision-making and the rapid implementation of policies, enabling the government to respond quickly to economic and social issues. Significant investment in infrastructure and technology. The Chinese government has made substantial investments in infrastructure and technology, including high-speed rail, renewable energy, and advanced manufacturing. This investment has been a key driver of China's economic growth and has improved the standard of living for its citizens. Provision of basic needs. The Chinese government provides its citizens with basic necessities such as education, healthcare, and housing. This has led to improved access to basic services for many citizens, particularly in rural areas. Strong economic growth. China has experienced significant economic growth over the past few decades, becoming one of the largest economies in the world. This growth has improved the standard of living for many citizens and created new opportunities for economic development. Cons of Chinese government. Lack of political freedom and suppression of dissent. The Chinese government has a long history of suppressing political dissent and freedom of speech. This has led to human rights abuses, including the arbitrary detention of political prisoners, restrictions on freedom of the press, and censorship of the internet. State control over media. The Chinese government tightly controls the media, both traditional and digital, censoring news and information that it deems to be politically sensitive or damaging to the government's image. This control of information has limited the public's ability to access independent news and information, leading to a lack of transparency and accountability. Corruption. Corruption remains a significant problem in China, particularly at the local level. Crony capitalism, where government officials use their positions to benefit their friends and family, is also a concern. This has led to a lack of trust in government institutions and a perception that the political and economic systems are rigged. Environmental degradation. China's rapid economic growth has come at a significant cost to the environment. Industrialization and urbanization have led to serious air, water, and soil pollution, and China is now facing the consequences of these environmental problems. The Chinese government has taken some steps to address these issues, but the scale of the problem is massive and requires sustained effort over a long period of time. Pros of US government. Individual liberties and freedoms. The United States has a strong tradition of protecting individual liberties and freedoms, including freedom of speech, religion, and press. This has helped to create an open and diverse society where individuals can express their opinions and beliefs freely. Democratic system of government. The US is a democratic republic with regular elections and peaceful transitions of power. This system of government provides citizens with a voice in the political process and helps to ensure accountability and transparency. Checks and balances. The US has a system of checks and balances between the executive, legislative, and judicial branches of government. This helps to prevent any one branch from acquiring too much power and ensures that the government operates in a balanced and responsible manner. Strong legal system. The US has a robust legal system with a constitution that enshrines individual rights and provides a framework for the protection of these rights. This legal system has helped to provide stability and security to citizens and has helped to create a predictable business environment. Innovation and entrepreneurship. The US has a strong culture of innovation and entrepreneurship, which has helped to create new industries, businesses, and jobs. This spirit of innovation has made the US a leader in many areas, including technology, medicine, and the arts. Cons of US government. Income inequality. The US is one of the highest levels of income inequality in the developed world, with a significant portion of the population struggling to make ends meet while a small percentage of individuals hold a disproportionate amount of wealth. This has contributed to poverty, homelessness, and social unrest. Limited access to healthcare. Despite being one of the wealthiest countries in the world, the US still has a large number of citizens who lack access to affordable and quality healthcare. This has led to high levels of medical debt and has limited access to preventive and life-saving medical treatments. High levels of gun violence. The US has a higher rate of gun violence compared to other developed countries. This has led to high levels of criminal activity and mass shootings, which have resulted in significant loss of life and trauma for communities. Political polarization. The U.S. has become increasingly politically polarized in recent years, with individuals on both sides of the political spectrum becoming more entrenched in their views. This has led to gridlock in government and has made it difficult for elected officials to pass meaningful legislation. Racial and social injustice. The U.S. has a long history of racial and social injustice, and despite progress in recent decades, significant inequalities still persist. This includes unequal access to education, employment opportunities, and criminal justice, among other areas.